Hello. Earlier this week, I shared something about three things to make your marriage or relationship work. And it is very important that communication is just one of them. Absolutely, I know to a lot of people is not actually surprising because even when you secure a job, even before, as part of most job description in the world, 99.9% of job description in the world, communication is actually part of it. They will say they're looking for someone with excellent communication skills. Now, the same thing in your marriage. So you can imagine if they require that as part of the job description, what do you think is going to happen in your marriage, obviously, or even in your relationship? Now, I think one of the key mistakes that we do make as well is that we do assume a lot in marriage, and I think that is also due to lack of communication. So you can't assume something. Nobody's a psychic. I don't know what you're thinking, and I believe that you don't know what I'm thinking as well. And the only way we can actually share that among ourselves, the only way we can understand what we are both thinking about is actually through communication. Talk, open your mouth. Now, do not leave your partner hanging or to guess for something because that's where the issue comes from most of the time. So, communication actually builds trust in a relationship. It actually ensures that everyone is clear in terms of even expectation wise. Everyone is clear in terms of what to do. If you're going through something that is very difficult, challenging, a challenging period, you have to communicate with your partner. Do not take the anger on them. Do not actually frustrate them because you're not willing to communicate. You see, so communication actually bridge that gap in terms of maybe bridge the gap of misunderstanding. So any form of misunderstanding, because with lack of communication actually result into misunderstanding. And when you start kind of having issues in terms of misunderstanding, it means that the marriage is just going to start shaking or the relationship will just start shaking. So when we talk about communication, we are talking about you and your partner discussing things even before anything escalate further as well. Discuss it. Do not harbor anything in your heart. Because when you harbor something in your heart, you build up resentment. And at the end of the day, when you build on resentment, you find it difficult to forgive your partner. And you keep doing things, you keep having them in mind. Even they might not even remember or even know it. But as for you have to communicate that to your partner. You have to let them know what they are doing that you want them to improve on. You have to let them know what they are even doing well. Communication, it's not all about when things are going bad. Communication, it's also important even when things are going well. Appreciate your partner, talk to them, let them know, oh, you're doing well, I really appreciate you, thank you so much for doing this. Now, do not see things as a sort of routine, like, okay, yeah, anyway, I do expect my wife to cook for me anyway. That's just normal thing. A lot of times, appreciate them for cooking for you. Appreciate them for doing something that you know that normally maybe they should do anyway, but they still do it. But there are people in relationships or marriage that, like where they are expecting one or two things from their partner, but they're not even getting it. So at the end of the day, it is very important for you to actually appreciate. If you love your partner, tell them, let them know. A lot of times, people want to hear it, like your partner wants to hear it. It's not just about maybe, like not showcasing it. Obviously, we do say that, body language is a great, like people kind of read body language as well. But communicating with your mouth as well is also important. Obviously, body language is part of communication. But now, like obviously, but the main thing that we're talking about here is actually talking about things, having a positive attitude, which could be a positive attitude, a positive behavior in your marriage, which could be part of, like maybe, like verbal communication. This is really, really, really key in terms of how you handle things in your marriage. So thank you so much for joining. But like I said, remember this: communication actually, bridge the gap of any sort of misunderstanding. It kind of eliminates any form of misunderstanding at all. Communicate gently with love, correct with love, and then obviously appreciate that your partner when they do something, even if it is something that you were expecting them to do anyway, but they still get it done. Appreciate them. This is really key, and you will definitely see a thorough improvement in your marriage or relationship when you start communicating effectively with each other. May the Lord bless you, and then I'll speak to you next time. Bye.